Hello, BookTube, and welcome to another episode of Hours in My Library. And we're back in London. This will be a reoccurring theme, I think, of these videos because there's a lot of interesting books I have that are in London. Today, this is a large book. It's The Companies of London, or The Livery Companies of London. It was published in 1904 by J.M. Dent. It's a big book. It's almost a foot of spine, I think 29 centimeters. And yeah, it's just a history. The full title, let's get to the title page here. The full title is The City Companies of London and Their Good Works, a record of their history, charity, and treasure, by P.H. Ditchfield. And who is he? He has an MA, FSA, FR, History, or S. Not quite sure what that is. Author of The Story of Our Towns, The Cathedrals of Great Britain, English Villages, etc., etc. And it's got the red ink. I particularly like that in books. It's got it's illustrated throughout. Full page illustrations like the frontispiece here. And that is fireplace in the banqueting hall of the I can't read what that says. It's sort of in a fake writing script that I can't read what that says. But it goes through. It's dedicated to the Right Honourable Sir James Thompson Ritchie, Lord Mayor of London at the time. And it's got the Mercer's Company, the Grocer's Company, the Draper's Company, Fishmongers, Goldsmiths Company, Merchant Tailors Company, the Skinner's Company, the Haberdashers Company, the Salters Company, the Ironmongers Company, and the Vintners Company, and Clothworkers. That might actually be in the frontispiece. It might be Ironmongers or Fishmongers. Ironmongers, I think it is, company. Because I can see the something like mongers at the end. And then there's the minor companies. Basically, they were guilds in London. The guilds of companies. That's where it started out. It's changed now, but as I say, it's illustrated throughout with some of their items they have, history of each company, a few pages like the Goldsmiths Company, and here's the hall of the Goldsmiths Company. Really, really nice, but there is foxing on most of the plates around the pictures, but that's just a fabulous drawing. And they're small like that for some reason for such a big book. And there are other spot illustrations at the throughout that are quite nice as well. And yeah, it's just a big book, and it's a good reference to sort of when I'm reading something else, just to pop it open and read a few pages of their history of the guilds. Like there's Upholders Company, all sorts of stuff. And there is, like, it's strange because in North America there's livery. Livery was sort of a here too. It's the uniform of somebody that they'd wear a specific uniform for their trade. And in the United States, and I think in Canada as well, like you have livery stables. You even have livery stables here. But it was a place where you'd board horses or rent horses from, or on a short-term basis. It's sort of changed throughout history. But there's different meanings for livery. But it says, I think in the introduction here, just as a brief preface. Oh no, not the preface. The introduction. If I can get to the introduction. Yeah, history of the London companies. The livery companies were originally of the nature of guilds, which have played an important part in the making of England. They date from early Saxon times and were usually of a religious type. They resembled in some respects our modern friendly societies and provided a scheme for mutual assurance for their members. So yeah, so there is the City Companies of London. And I'll see you next time on Hours in My Library. Take care, BookTube.